Lovely. Off to an auspicious start already. Of course. It wouldn't have been anywhere else. But considering where I just came from, this is a breath of fresh air. I suppose that should say something about my status. I really ought to rectify that. And what have we here? You know, you're luckier than you think. We didn't get to see what was on the other side of that wall. And what do we have here? This looks like the clipboard of an employee of the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power. Spring 2004. Monday the 24th. Initial investigations into the reports of the strange sightings in LA sewers started today. Entered Quadrant 13 and will move on to both 14 and 15 later on in the afternoon. Quadrant 13 seems normal. Tuesday the 25th. Quadrant 13 checked out, but heard unidentified noises at various points in both Quadrants 14 and 15. Called into dispatch to confirm that no other inspectors were working in the area. There were none. Coordinates noted. Investigation into 16 tomorrow. Wednesday the 26th. Strange noises, undoubtedly some sort of animal, heard again in Quadrant 16. I saw what may have been the animal in the intersection of Corridor 63 Alpha and 64 Bravo, but could find nothing upon further investigation. There were strange prints in the mud on the edge of the corridor, almost hand-like, although it was difficult to make them out in the darkness. Thursday the 27th. More prints found in Corridor 73 Delta. They disappeared in what looked like an entrance into an older part of the sewers. Called dispatch to see if they had blueprints of the old sewer section, but they didn't. Requested advice on how to proceed, and dispatch told me to continue with caution tomorrow. Friday the 28th, 8 a.m. Began investigation of the older part of the sewers this morning. Saw again what I believe to be an animal, although I don't know exactly how to classify it. The skin seems bare, almost reptilian. I can hear it constantly, almost as if it is following me, although the echoes down here make it impossible to gauge distance. Friday the 28th, 9:15 a.m. Can't seem to raise dispatch on the radio, so unable to check in. There's a smell that has become more and more pronounced as I travel further into the old sewers. Undoubtedly the carcass of an animal washed down here in the last big rain. Investigations continue. Friday the 28th, 11:31 a.m. Found the source of the smell and looks to be human remains. Immediately called dispatch, but was unable to reach them. The body seems to be that of a transient, but there are tears, massive tears in the flesh that indicate an animal may have recently fed upon the corpse. I have noted the coordinates of the body, and am returning immediately to report my findings. Friday the 28th, 1:22 p.m. I've become temporarily lost in the old tunnels, and repeated attempts to reach dispatch have ended in failure. The animal sounds I heard before have begun to approach again, and I fear that I may be being hunted. As a precaution, I've unholstered my weapon. Friday the 28th, 5:30 p.m. Undoubtedly lost. I may have traveled deeper into the old sewers. Something is following me, I know it. Can't reach dispatch. Batteries running out in my flashlight. God help me, saw a creature. Some sort of monstrosity, teeth and blood. Can't get out. No more light. Can't reach anyone. Please, oh God, what is... The writing trails off, spattered with what looks to be blood. Such is the price of competence. When your world interacts with one beyond your concept of reality. There's a lesson in there. One I'd do well to learn. against my preference, yet to my better judgment. I rather should indulge. I have the suspicion this might be a very, very long night. Ugh. Still better than a hobo. Yet equally as slimy. They just have to squirm in your lips. I'd almost fear formulating a taste for this, but I suspect those fears be unfounded. Hello there. Be right with you. I must polish off my appetizers. Well, where are you running off to? Trust me, I like this a little more than you do. Ah, you've returned. I would thank you, but that would denote that I don't regret many of my choices leading to this moment. I do appreciate your patience. What the hell am I doing? Where the hell am I going? I should just give up. Admit defeat. Purchase a hazmat suit and pass through this world as a walking condom. Well, aren't you energetic? Be with you shortly. Let's get this over with. And perhaps save on a bit of ammo. After all, no telling how long I'll be down here. 241. Just how many of you freaks did he create? Disgusting blood bags. I almost prefer the rats. At least they're edible. First things first. Against my better wishes, I ought to top off. Tastes like regret. Ah. Convenient. Let us hope that convenience is not the equivalent of necessity. What's this? An abandoned office. How peculiar. City Hall cover-up. Haunted sewers bricked over. Bodies never found. if I have to deal with another fucking poltergeist. Let's see. This looks to be the weekly log of the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power, circa 1972. March 3rd, 72. Reports concerning the recent hauntings in the sewer system have prompted the mayor to request a weekly log of all operations in the lower sewer sections 453 to 500. Log begins today. Nothing to note, although I will say that I find the stories to be unsubstantiated and ridiculous. March 10th, 72. Both investigative teams this week reported nothing of note, although one individual, who may be apt to nip at the flask more often than not, noted that he heard what he could only describe as whispers in one of his sweeps along section 476. Undoubtedly, these were the product of an overactive and thoroughly soused imagination. March 17th, 72. Nothing to report. Operations normal. March 24th, 72. Things have been hectic with the recent rash of sightings in sections 498 and 499. Although mostly described as shadowy figures, the reports come from men whose word I trust. Discounting the usual stories about the underground societies of displaced vagrants and rabid, blind pets, I am at a loss to explain these observations. I will join the teams tomorrow to see for myself what is going on down there. April 1st, 72. I have traveled with a team down into the sections in question, and I must admit that I saw and heard things I could not explain. More than once I heard the same whispers as described before, and I chased what I thought to be a figure down a corridor, only to turn the corner and find myself facing a brick wall, what looked to be an older section of the sewers that had been sealed up. There was no one in sight, although I could have sworn I heard laughter echoing in the darkness around me. I'll be forced to report my findings to the mayor himself on Friday. April 8th, 72. The mayor has sworn us all to silence concerning these new sightings, but has promised us an answer concerning the course of action within a week. Inquiries about previous LADWP records and reports have met with strange resistance. It seems they have been sealed off for official reasons. Something is amiss down here. April 15th, 72. We received word from the mayor today that sections 475 to 500 will be sealed off permanently, and that no further inquiry into the matter will be tolerated. I have a few connections at the front office, and it seems that something like this has happened before. It's something that the city council doesn't want to become public. My contact said he couldn't say any more, and that if I said anything to anyone, he would deny any knowledge whatsoever. April 22nd, 72. The sewer sections close tomorrow, and the city engineers have bricked up the corridors that lead to them. This office falls within section 482, so it will be closed as well. As no one has requested the ledgers, all materials and records concerning this will be left down here to rot with the ghosts. Sorry about that, but as no official eyes will ever see this, I figured I could wax dramatic on this last day. Log closed. Interesting. So not a haunting. A conspiracy. This looks more familiar. So the Nosferatu decided to settle into the deepest sections of the sewers and dispose of any awareness or attention through petty fear tactics. And of course, everything here is locked. Predictable. I'd call the strategy effective, but they are being driven deep like rats from a fire. And what happens when fire corners a rat? Which I suppose leaves it down to me to play firefighter. Or exterminator, whichever. But what does it say if I'm exterminating to save vermin? Let's see. Doesn't seem too complicated. But these are only the upper sections. Who knows how deep these damn sewers actually go? The legend did mention this had happened before. Older sewer systems shut down and closed off. Older sewer systems no one but the Nosferatu will be aware of, much less have the ability to navigate. Yes. Come now. Make it easier on the both of us. Good boys. Although mayhaps it's time I stop playing with my food and begin taking this more seriously. He really packed you in like sardines. How adorable. Barely even felt a scratch. Just how many of you did he create? I must reluctantly admit, the strategy is effective. Direct action would be disadvantageous. Fire would take half the city with them. Poison, gas, disease, ineffective. So he bred his own vermin to overwhelm them and drive them to the depths. It's almost clever in its simple brutality. Almost. What a quaint room. Still better than the lodgings my prince awarded me. Further into the depths. Once more into the breach. I say as if this task has been difficult. Personally, I find the rats a more daunting prospect. Yet somehow cleaner than half the riffraff. If not quite so filling. Huh. This looks... like I'm not being paid nearly enough. In for a penny. Fuck you. I hate everything about this place. Fuck off me! What are you, reading down here? I'm not even concerned about my clothes any longer. By the time I'm through with you, I'll have enough skins to make my own. Fuck. Oh, god damn it. Fuck. No more of you hiding away, right? Right. Well, if it isn't the consequences to my actions. Alright. Where to now? Ah. But how to get up there? That could work. Huh. Better than I thought. Slippery little bastard, aren't you? A little worse than what I'm hunting. Fuck. Much more satisfying. This does not come across a healthy room. Cute. That's right. Come to me. Save me the effort. All of that primal aggression. And there is nothing that any of you can do to me. Well, that was productive. Any more of you waiting in the wings? No? At the very least, subtlety is not your forte. This place is endless. I wonder where more of you could be hiding. Well, that's just poor form, old sport. Allow me to correct you. Better. I much prefer you like this. Well, if it isn't a fish, do hold still a moment. I wouldn't wish for this to be painless. Now where to now? As promising a prospect as any. And now I know what canned soup feels like. Nobody home. Don't tell me I've breached a level even these things couldn't reach. I do believe I might have gone a sewer too far. Ah, you're here. You have no clue how ecstatic I am to see you. Hold still a moment. Thank you. You both have been a dear. Shit! Figures. I see we're up to code. Little wonder not many of these creatures ended up here. Surprising anything down here is working at all. Though working might be a bit of a stretch in this scenario. Let's see if we can find another exit. Motherfucker! The flow was too strong. Of all the things that had to work. I need to find a way to secure the pumps without frying myself. That might work. Oh, it does little for my electrical issue. What about you? A little worse for wear, but seemingly functional. Electrical. NJ... No. Of course something from 2 decades ago would have better infrastructure against hacking. Don't make them like they used to. SEPTIC. Let's see what we can see. Res status. Reservoir 2 is safe. Reservoir 1, presumably not so much. And just for the fuel goods, pumps are indeed off. Lovely. Now for the electrical. Perfect. Did they really need to lock up a sewer pump room breaker? Oh, thank God. That noise was driving me insane. Let's see what we can see. Reservoir 1. The non-functional one. And Reservoir 2. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. This Gary is gonna owe me his life by the end of this. I'm very tired of being waterlogged. This will not be pleasant. Fuck all of this. Well, you're new. Would you like to be my friend? I thought as much. Here, let me give you a hug. Oh, and this is why Mother said I could never have pets again. I must question the purpose behind a gate such as this, built down here. What was the purpose of this structure? A question likely lost to time. Little matter. Like time, I shall forget about this place too. Forcefully, if necessary. My, your maker was a busybody, wasn't he? Where did he find the time? Or the resources, for that matter? Come to think of it, all this hunting is beginning to leave me rather parched. Not my favorite of flasks, but... Far from ideal, but far better. Where was I? I wouldn't imagine all his subjects were living, lest more of a commotion be made. Meaning our dear Sabat was little more than a simple grave robber. Or failed Dr. Frankenstein. 1957. How deep the rabbit hole goes. Sewer manhunt. Search continues for Whitman, Price, and Haddon. More history, let's see. This looks to be the weekly log of Douglas Streets, foreman of the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power, circa 1957. July 9th, 1957. The disappearance of sewermen Whitman, Price, and Haddon has launched an attack on the papers in the department. It has fallen to me to try and ascertain their fate. I will do so to the best of my ability. July 10th, 1957. Forays into the uncharted regions of the sewers have been fruitless as of yet. City Hall has been unable to produce blueprints of these sections, and so we continue forth blindly. July 11th, 1957. I have been witness to many strange and inexplicable sounds and events in what can only be the very oldest sections of the Los Angeles sewers. I found a rusted plaque that read LADWP 1902. The events I can only describe as otherworldly, both in sound and texture, as well as in the feeling it gave upon my skin. A coldness, shadows, and whispers. I have no explanation for these, except, perhaps, the creation of my own overtaxed mind. We will continue tomorrow. July 12th, 1957. Still no sign of the missing men, but the fear grows in my mind that something truly evil resides in the lower sections of those sewers. Though I wish not to tell some Lovecraftian tale, I can only say what lies in my heart. I wish no longer to travel down those dark corridors, and my opinion is that those poor men fell victim to some old and ancient evil that resides there. I will tell the mayor what I have seen, and pray that he does not take me for a madman. July 15th, 1957. The mayor has listened to my report with the utmost earnestness, and has decided, most wisely, to brick up those lower sections of the sewers in which I witnessed those frightening, phantasmal events. The public will be told that Whitman, Price, and Haddon were lost to these sections because they were old and unsafe, and therefore he will justify the closing of them through the unfortunate vehicle of their unexplained deaths. So be it. I pray their souls find safe haven in some lighter refuge of the afterlife. I myself have resigned from the department. I no longer have the wish to delve into the dark places of the earth. I leave this ledger here, unseen and bricked away from human eyes, so that perhaps the memory of these things will disappear as well. Sincerely, Douglas Streets, Foreman, LADWP. Sounds like our Nosferatu have become greedier and greedier over the years. That and more paranoid. So what I'm understanding is all issues with LA infrastructure are their fault. Where are you going? Not very smart, are they? I say as I run headfirst into yet another dead end. And yet still I have not reached the lowest levels. Just how deep was this city built? That looks promising. But how do I get there? Should be up there, but the last thing I need are any stragglers. That simplifies matters. Bingo. But one last sweep for good measure. I thought as much. Not very sporty, are you? That's fine. Neither am I. Come along, Bubblegum. Let's see what you're made of. That tickles. As it turns out, flesh and fat and blood, while grotesque, are little more than that. At least compared to me. This is pointless. And you look like a destination. Enough sidetracking, I suppose. Let's get down to it. Were you waiting for me? In ambush? Perhaps these things have a base cunning to them after all. For what little it's worth. Definitely not at the bottom. Where in the world have you come from? I think you might have lost your way. What in Frankenstein's hell are you supposed to be? Do you think that actually poses a danger to me? That's cute. What a waste of time. And perfectly good blood. Where the hell do I go from here? Ah, convenient. At least I know I won't be blowing the entirety of my rather modest bank upon return. But the question stands. Where the hell now? You have got to be shitting me. And again, I am an Asur. This is very stupid. I've spent the last hour hunting undead monstrosities, yet somehow this is the most dangerous thing I've done tonight. If I slip and this is how I die, I am going to be very annoyed. The idea of a hazmat suit is becoming more and more appealing. This is cozy. This can't be real. Apparently, the Nosferatu have an entire kingdom unto themselves. And yet somehow I've still managed to be driven to the brink. It's not often one finds hubris and paranoia combined so completely, or backfire so spectacularly. But who am I to talk? Even now I'm paying off debts for checks my body couldn't cash. Not to speak of regret. More that the mysteries of the world run far deeper than anyone should presume to know. And that's a lesson I would do well not to learn again, lest I have no further benefactor. There had better be a simpler exit, because if I have to climb my way back out of this hole, I'm gonna be pissed. Jesus. Well, that's not gonna happen. Ah, more nuggets. I fear the day that I get used to this. Excuse me. I was in the middle of a snack. I cannot abide such rudeness. Slippery little shit, aren't you? Very well, if you prefer I do it first. and yet more waiting in the wings. Oh fuck. I'm starting to think our savant friend needs fresh air, or perhaps a hobby. You lot truly have no survival instincts, do you? Only rage and that overwhelming need to sate it. Against my better judgment, we'll try going up for a change. You lot are truly an infestation. Where did you come from? Now. No need to be like that. See? All better. Why, hello. Going somewhere. So they can formulate some variety of self-preservation. Interesting. A concept perhaps worth looking into, if I wasn't determined to annihilate them in their entirety. I ought to be more selective with my use of blood down here. There's no telling how long my stores will last. Then again, it does make this considerably more bearable. Even so, my resources only go so far. If this goes much further, I might actually be in some trouble. Lucky me for LA's endless supply of rats. The burn it all down idea is growing more appealing by the second. That was new. This was unexpected.
Thanks a lot.
Anytime. Seems your friend wasn't so lucky. 2 survivors got the spoils. What's this? Didn't wish to help your friends? I don't think so. I'm certain there was a reason behind creating an obese monster, but for the life of me I just can't think of it. I like to imagine the investment of time, focus, effort, and resources to create such a thing, only to be ended by 8 seconds, 6 bullets, and a drop of blood. Case in point. Pointless. Perhaps these are the cast-offs, the detritus of a grander ambition given fleeting purpose, however it might be fulfilled. An interesting thought, but one I suspect overestimates my opponent. Come now. I don't like this any more than you. Ugh. You can trust me on that. Come. Let's not make this any more difficult than it need be. Lovely. I don't know which is worse. Or tough. But ultimately, a waste. Doesn't even taste like blood. More like greasy laundry mixed with chewy gristle. Is this it? Are we nearing the end of our grand adventure? Well, just in case. That does it. This is the last rat. I swear, if I have to drag a blood doll with me wherever I go, I will. I will not sink my teeth into another damned rat. An interesting setup. They certainly weren't caught unawares. So they settled themselves within an old Cold War era bunker and silo. Not a terrible idea. If a bit Spartan. Personally, I prefer mystical defense, but then I do so enjoy extravagance. And of course, they found a way to go even deeper. I swear, if this is not the end of it, I might just begin hunting down Nosferatu myself. So they've built themselves into the bedrock of LA. Somehow I doubt we're going much deeper than this. The implication here being they may have been here prior to the foundation of the city. Interesting. Bee tongue. I believe I have something which belongs to you, Bertram. Interesting decor. Well, garbage flows downward, I suppose. And why bother with the pretense of appearance when there's no one to impress? Even so, I would think there would be something to say about simple luxury. Not to mention accessibility. What is this water? Some sort of mineral deposit? Another night that might strike me as odd. Or whatever it is, apparently I shouldn't touch it. What happened here? Or are they that far gone that they don't even care about cleaning up their dead? Or maybe they have so few luxuries they consider it decorative. Or perhaps a warning for mistakes. I see we've come to the livable portion of the Warrens, with all the quotations. Ah, signs of life, so to speak.
What the? Oh, you did not just try and run a trace on me. Alright, take that. Oh yeah, I hope you backed up that server tonight. Boss is gonna be real pissed when his mom starts getting love letters from porn sites.
Hello?
What? Oh yeah, hold on a sec. Oh my god, are you kidding me? What are you using for security down there at Trash 80? Guys, it's called encryption. This is too easy. I'd let you off the hook, but stupidity always brings out the asshole in me.
Hey there.
Alright, yeah. Just 1 minute. No, nothing to worry about. Just a harmless email. Not a self-replicating embedded virus or anything. Wow, you really opened it. I can't believe you just opened it. What kind of a freaking idiot just opens it?
Maybe I'll just come back later.
What? Oh yeah, sorry. The name's Mitnick. I'm in charge of computer systems, network security, that kind of thing. You're the new kid, right? LaCroix's boy. Surprised you actually made it down here.
Surprised? What do you mean?
I've been following your progress on the cameras. Handled yourself pretty well with all of the creepy crawlers in the sewers. Like a bad sequel to Chad up there.
You saw that. I could have used some help up there.
Nothing I could do from here. Those old sewer systems are wired with punch cards and vacuum tubes, built back in the technological dark ages. Sorry, but I don't do analog, newbie.
What a cop-out. I'm looking for Gary.
Yeah, he knows why you're here. LaCroix must be pissed. But I hope you're not here looking for some payback. LaCroix knows better than to mess with Gary, sheriff or no sheriff.
I'm just here to talk. Where can I find him?
His room is just down the hall. You'll probably find him there. Or maybe he'll find you.
All right. I've got a few more questions to ask you.
Go ahead.
Tell me about this place.
What, the Warrens? Not much to tell. Just a bunch of us living down here, trying to stay off the radar. It ain't pretty, but it's home. Gary's the big man on campus. He's running the show.
Place looks pretty empty.
There's more of us than you'd think. They're around. Well, you won't see too many of the brood down here, but they'll be watching you.
Great. I have a few more questions for you, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Tell me about what you do.
Me? Like I said, I'm the resident tech head. Keep this place wired to the outside world. Gary wants me to keep it close on the street, and at the same time, I'm supposed to be upgrading the The network.
Upgrading what? What were you gonna say?
Nothing. Forget about it. Like I said, just some network stuff.
Yeah, right. So what do you have to do?
I'm trying to add a few more network hubs in the city so we're covered in case of emergency. But Gary doesn't want anyone leaving until this whole thing with LaCroix blows over. Which basically leaves my freaking cheese hanging in the wind.
Maybe I can help you out.
Yeah, you do that? Man, that would really help me out. I could hook you up along the way, make it worth your while. I got access to all kinds of goodies.
I'm in. What do I need to do?
I need a little time to set things up. Technical details. I'll send an email to your haven and tell you what needs to be done. That's all you need to know for now.
By the way, how did you end up down here, Mitnick?
Me? Before all this, I was a hacker. Good one, too. There wasn't a system I couldn't crack. Telcos, DOD, you name it. One time, I emailed the president all the nuclear missile activation codes. And the FBI was shitting their pants. Well, one day I ran across the system. Totally dark. Unbelievable security. I fried 3 laptops trying to bust it. I worked on it for months. Didn't sleep much at all. I'd almost given up. But I caught a lucky break one night and finally broke in.
Yeah? What was it?
It was, Nosferatu database. Not even a really important one either. Which was probably the only reason I cracked it. I dug around for a while, got totally freaked out, and I unplugged. 2 hours later, guess who shows up at my door? Gary. And voila, here I am.
How's life? Unlife since then?
Are you kidding? I love the shit. I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna win any beauty contests, but I wasn't too good looking before anyway. Now I get all the cool new toys, plus I just happen to get to live forever. Not a bad deal if you ask me.
Thanks for the story. But I'm out of here. Later, Mitnick. Could prove a useful ally. Or at the least one less headache off my shoulders. Lovely decor you have. Hang it up yourself.
Bitch, I can't believe she got the cover of Glamourella this month.
Who got the cover of what?
I mean, just look at her. Too fat, big teeth, and her complexion. Does she wash her face with a cheese grater?
Slow down, cowgirl. Who exactly are we talking about here?
I mean, like anyone ever knew who Tawny Sessions was before I left the scene. She'd still be a fluff girl at Vivisection, making $10 a stiffy if I was still around. Ugh.
Who the hell is Tawny Sessions?
Tawny Sessions is a wannabe face girl with no talent whatsoever and scabby little knees. Do you know she got Model of the Year? Before I got here, she would have had a hard time making the catalog for Jacques Penet.
That's a good one. Who are you, by the way?
Oh, right. You probably don't recognize me with this whole Texas Chainsaw Massacre thing I've got going on here. My name is Amalia.
Just Amalia? What's your last name?
Last name? God, that's so blue collar, it makes me want to puke. I don't have a last name. Amalia's a look, an attitude, a state of being.
Looks more like a state of personal horror.
What did you say? Nobody talks that way to me. I'm Amalia. Do you hear me? Amalia!
These are jokes. Come. Let me ask you a few more questions.
Sure, whatever.
Tell me again why you hate Tawny Sessions.
Because she's a bitch with zero talent who the world seems to think has taken my place as the hottest supermodel of all time? Could I be any more clear?
Sorry. I couldn't hear you over that little violin.
That's it! As if I have to take this bullshit from some low-life Camarilla gopher boy. Hit the road, asshole!
Hold on. I was kidding. Can't you take a joke? Let's keep talking.
Okay. You want to get back on my good side? Then don't come back here until you've got last year's copy of Guy magazine where I'm on the cover. You know, the one where I was wearing the gum wrapper and the 2 bottle caps.
I'll think about it. Later. Imalia. Love the artwork, by the way. The abstract just makes it so much more real. You might have missed your calling as a toreador. I think I'll be taking this. A low price for services rendered. And help in never drinking from a rat ever again. Might I presume Gary's lodgings? How very ostentatious. My. Isn't this cozy?
By the clack-smack cracking of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes. I don't remember seeing you on the guest list for the dinner party. We're having a wrap party for the Misfits, about 40 years late. Cast and crew only, boss.
Where are you?
Maybe I'm in your head. Uh-oh, you might have picked up one of those psychoses so common to new kindred.
I just need to talk to you.
We are talking, but you aren't listening, boss.
Where are you? Let's talk face to face.
I'm over here, boss. Wait, maybe I'm over here. Or maybe I'm behind you with a hatchet in my hand. Or did you ever stop to think that your fear, if given a voice, would sound like this?
What do you want?
I don't know, boss. You tell me. After all, I didn't crash your party.
I'm here about the Ankaran sarcophagus.
You don't say. Wake up, boss. Who do you think you're dealing with? Why else would LaCroix send you on this snipe hunt? Oh, that's right. I know you work for the prince.
Just tell me about the sarcophagus so I can get out of here.
You should have got here sooner. That lot's been sold.
Who bought it?
I like to discuss business face to face.
Show yourself.
Are you sure, boss? You don't want my image in your subconscious. It's the stuff nightmares are made of.
The suspense is killing me.
Careful what you wish for. You just might get it.
Yeah?
Behind you, boss. Boo!
Who are you?
What? You don't recognize me from the pictures? Gorgeous Gary Golden? Don't tell me you missed Pirate Town or Tap Hotel. Little before your time, eh, boss? Well, those days are long past. Nowadays, it's just Gary.
Delighted. Now where's the sarcophagus?
Where did it go? That thing seems to get around more than Mae West. Why, might I ask, should I give you that information?
Because I got rid of that Tzimisce for you?
Oh, my hero. Had it not been for that damn Tzimisce, you'd still be searching under rocks for us. It was hardly a favor, but I know where your prince's prize is. There's very little that doesn't leak down into this place. Tell me, boss, you ever gone up against a Kuei-jin?
What's equation?
The Kuei-jin are vampires, but not like kindred. Sometimes known as the vampires of the East. But they ain't kin, boss. They're just someone else that, if you ain't being careful, might give you the final death.
I think I killed one back in Santa Monica. What about them?
Even for old Gary, there ain't much more to tell. You see, I sent an agent, Barabbas, to snoop around Chinatown, do a little hacking, make a few contacts. But he hasn't been calling lately, and it's breaking my heart.
And let me guess, you want me to find him?
Gee, that's original. You think that up all by yourself? You up for a little trip to Chinatown? You're in no danger there. Me? Best you don't mention my name there, boss. That's the going rate for my info right now. You get our chum back from Chinatown, I'll give you what you need.
Deal. Tell me what I need to do.
The Golden Temple in Chinatown. It's a piss-poor copy of a real place. Looks like it'd be more at home in a theme park. That I saw is where you'll find the leader of the L.A. Kuei-jin. They call her Ming Zhao. Sounds dangerous? No, this ain't a suicide mission, boss. You'll be more of a curiosity than a threat. Talk to Zhao, ask her where my boy is, and get him back. Once he's safe, I'll tell you everything you need to know about the sarcophagus.
Aren't the kindred at war with the Kuei-jin?
Not that I know of. It's like the eye of the hurricane right now. Don't make those winds blow, boss.
Sounds dangerous. Got anything I can use to protect myself?
Let's see what I got.
Thanks. Can never have enough blue blood. Anything else?
Use your head and your eyes. Chinatown's more liable to off you than 10 Hollywoods, but not if you're smart.
Why don't you go yourself?
Forget it, boss. It's Chinatown.
All right, I'll go. But you better keep your end of the bargain.
Of course. What kind of a monster do you take me for? There is a method to my madness, boss. There's a payphone in Chinatown. I'll call you with the info once Barabbas is safe. Until then, you'll never know where I am.
It's as good as done. Bye, Gary. Quite the collection you gathered. Isaac would be jealous. I swear, if this leads back to the middle of the city, I might be a little upset.